Hi, it's Rona, and today I have a layout for Scraplift Crafternoon, hosted by Tara O'Rourke, and a layout for May I Scraplift You. We are playing along with both at the same time, and we are scraplifting this gorgeous layout by Moira. So the whole team decided to play along with May I Scraplift You each Sunday in May, and so are all scraplifting the person who is on Crystal Barrett's list, and we are doing the same layout, just like we normally do on Scraplift Crafternoon. So I have my Color Rush Studio kit that I just got. This is my second layout with it. I'm super excited and love the kit so much. I'm already looking forward to what is in store for June as well. But I'm going to play along with this kit for this layout. I have a couple of photos here, just like Moira did. She had one sheet of paper. I ended up needing to use two. And the pink one I cut down 8 wide by 6.5 inches tall. And then the plaid is 8.5 by 8.5 square. But Moira had those film strips over there on the side, and I was looking for something else that would kind of replace that. So I ended up using 2 sheets behind my photos to kind of make the whole layout sort of look like hers, but um, work for my photos and the papers that I had. Just having the pink on there without any other colors wasn't going to work, and I didn't like the plaid as much with my photos. I do, however, love the plaid, so you see me strategically gutting it so that I have a little bit extra left over because it will be a fun layering piece in different layouts. So I'm going to, measure 3 times and cut once, right? So I'm going to get that, and no one will ever know that it's just a little, border that I've gutted here. But I do, I like the look, and I did want to save the paper because I didn't buy the extra kit. I bought the main kit, and that was it. So I have, limited paper, and I always like to hoard my paper. So that's what we're going to do here. Gonna get that decided on, lay my photos out how I like them. I'm gonna use some fun foam, and I wanted the 2 pictures to overlap just where the white border is. And so my favorite way to do that is to make a nice joint there with the fun foam on the back. And that way it's gonna stay in place while I'm working, and it's not gonna I'm not gonna lose the exact placement because I do want them butted up against each other and just have the one white border in between. So I'm liking that. She had her title right above her photos there, and then she had a tag. So I am going to pull out this one. I liked that it represented all of the colors in the collection. And now I'm deciding on my circles. And I had an idea. You can see that old Fisker's stitching template. It's kind of hidden by Moira's layout out up there, but you're going to see me pull it out here in a minute. And I've had it for ages. I've been stitching on pages for ages. I don't really know how long, or if it's even still available. There are other circle stitching templates out there, so I'm sure if that's something that you're interested in, you would be able to find one. I am going to do every other hole. So I'm not necessarily doing stitching. You're going to see here in just a moment what I have in mind for this. But I'm going to go ahead and poke, like I said, every other hole. And I'm going to do that in the 3 places, just like Moira had her circles of pattern paper. So that takes just a minute to get those poked through. And up here, I couldn't decide exactly where I wanted, but I'm going to need to be able to tuck my frazzle underneath. So I decided to do the pink, start at the pink and then go up to the plaid. And I thought that was a fun little look. It's not exactly how Moira's was, but it's going to work out for me, and it is going to put that circle kind of around the tag and kind of make it a nice little visual triangle, which I would assume is what Moira was doing as well. So you can see the idea that I had, and it worked. I was thinking about this. I'm sure I'm not the first one to ever think of it. There's like literally nothing new in scrapbooking, right? We've all done all the things. But as I was making my layout with this same kit the other day, I made a little flower that we used to do all the time out of fabric. And it reminded me of the rolled flowers that we did. I don't know if you've been scrapbooking for a long time, you probably remember them, but we would make a rolled rose out of strips of fabric. And I thought, well, that would be cool to roll the fabric frazzle here and then just stitch it down, and it worked. So I really like how it turned out. I tried to make sure that some of the frayed edge was showing because seriously, I love the frayed edge. I chose this frazzle that had the white, the pink, it has some orange, I think it has some yellow maybe to it. Yes, some yellow, and it matched really well with what I was going for. It doesn't have a whole lot of the light pink, so I chose the light pink thread to tack it down. And you can see that I'm starting in on one side of the frazzle and then going to the other side just to tack it down. And I tried to stay with going um, from the same side and ending at the same side on, on the next hole. Of course, I'm going over it and then I'm going to the next hole. To end, I poked the hole underneath the photo and I'm going to tack it down there, but I just ran my thread right through the fabric to make sure that it stays down. And then I'm going to come in with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive as well to also make sure that it stays down really well. And that worked out. I'm using my magnets to hold it in place because it takes just a little bit for the uh, glue to dry good enough. And there I've got all of those down. Pulled out some of the other embellishments from this Color Rush Studio kit. And that little basket, I couldn't believe it. It fit perfectly in that little bit of circle, and I did not plan that at all. It was completely a happy accident. And I wasn't even, when I started this, I really hadn't even intended to use that wood veneer piece, but she had kind of a basket of flowers right down there in that area. And I thought, well, there's a basket. We'll just give it a try. I'm going to need a few red embellishments because I have the title that's red, and it's kind of a pinky red, but I knew I needed it in, each of my cluster areas. So these red flowers are really pretty, and I had intended just to kind of maybe use that. But then I tried the basket. It fit so well, so I'm going to pull in a few more pieces of the wood veneer as well. So I found this sticker, and I kind of wanted a place because the tag had this washi strip looking area. So this little phrase says all smiles and sunshine. And so I cut the all smiles, popped it up, and then put the and sunshine just even with the layout, or yeah, with the tag there. And I like how that turned out. It kind of makes the emphasis more on the all smiles. These girls are cousins, my two granddaughters, and they just love each other so much. We were at the park, and Addie pulled up. I hadn't told Carly that Addie was coming because I wasn't for sure she would come. And when she saw her, she just lit up and ran with her arms out, and Addie's running towards her, and they, meet in the middle and hug, and it was so sweet. So they had, and 15 minutes later, they were probably fighting over something like sisters, but that's their relationship, and it is sweet, and we do have some sweet moments. So I love it. There's my close-ups. I think you can get a better look there of the stitching. And I really appreciate you being here. Go ahead and check out everyone who is playing along today with Scraplift Crafternoon and May I Scraplift You. And all of the information that you need will be down in the description box below. Thanks a lot, and we will see you again very soon. Bye bye.